This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, we travel the Bay Area for the best in high school sports. We'll have Sacred Heart Prep taking on McClymonds, Menlo Atherton battles Los Gatos, and Freedom meets San Leandro.
Volleyball features presentation in Los Altos, water polo with Drake swimming against Acalanes, and the story of the Fremont football player finding a home with his team. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to our 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We start tonight with a look at the Carlmont Scots. Jake Messina's team 3-0 to start the season with a double-barreled rushing attack with Damari Banks and Julian Morin combining for 723 rushing yards already this season.
Yep, pretty impressive. Phil Ferrigno's Lincoln team is also off to an outstanding start at 2-0 and looking to stay undefeated at Carlmont Friday night.
The Carlmont cheerleaders ready to cheer on their Scots against the Lincoln Mustangs. First quarter, second drive for the Scots. Julian Morin getting going early. He takes the handoff and busts through defenders, getting upfield for 24 yards. Setting up QB Timmy Palthy. Palthy rolls out, scrambles to the right, scampering in for 6-7-0 Carlmont. Second quarter, more Scots offense again. Julian Morin ends up with the ball in his hands. Morin takes it upfield to the 40 to continue the drive, and just a few plays later, Palthy does a great job sneaking the handoff into the hands of Jonah Van Koon for the touchdown, and it's 14-zip Carlmont. Lincoln trying to get something going on offense, but watch out for the Scots D. A host of defenders in on the sack. Still second quarter, just under 2 minutes left. Scott still going on offense. Morin this time gonna take this one 40 yards all the way to the house, one of his 3 TDs on the night. Third quarter, more Morin. This one is impressive. Morin breaking tackles and dragging defenders with him before breaking free and getting in for the touchdown. Could be play of the week, but you have to stay tuned. 35 seconds left in the third. Palthy this time going to the air. Jason Lloyd, not only a star on defense, but makes a big play on offense. Tack on 6 more, and the Scots are up 33. Fourth quarter, Carlmont playing hard until the very end. The snap is high, and there to take advantage is Jason Lloyd. He gets the safety, and Carlmont cruises to victory with a final of 43-0.
The Newark Memorial Marching Band paying tribute to our U.S. military pregame. Into the first quarter, Sammy Von Elden hands it off to Christian Hammerton, fighting through tacklers, 35 yards, the first touchdown of the game. There would be lots more. Fast forward into the second, Von Felden again goes deep for the home run ball, 65 yards. Are you kidding me? Ty Fitzgerald for 6. It's now 38-7. College Park early into the final 2 minutes of the half. Hammerton again takes the handoff, finds a hole, sheds a tackler, and takes this one 55 yards for the touchdown. It's 45-7. Cougars now with possession still in the first half. Christian Crawford steps back and swings this over to Grant Montgomery, who makes the one-handed grab and into the red zone. And then on the next play, Christian Crawford back to pass. He goes into the end zone, and it's bobbled and then caught by Paul Vaipuna. A terrific catch there for the touchdown. Counting down now the final seconds of the half. Finally, Von Felden to Fitzgerald again. It's 56-14 College Park at the half. 6 minutes to go in the third. Now the Falcons hand it off again. This time it's Trey Smith showing off his wheels, and he'll find the end zone for 6. Trey Smith. Final seconds of the game now. The Falcons offense not the only one contributing here. Some good defense too. Charlie Bright steps in front of the receiver. He gets the pick, and College Park soars to the victory as the Falcons remain undefeated on the season, 84-41.
Enthusiastic crowd at Hillsdale to see the Knights battle Cappuccino. Early on, it's the Mustangs from cap and control. Back to throw is Trey Zurski, rolling and finding Brandon Malongi, who makes the catch, breaking tackles down to the 23-yard line. Later, same drive, it's Zahurski again. This time he's gonna fire it to the end zone and making the fine grab as Malongi again, and Cap has a 7-0 first quarter lead. But the Knights come right back. Jimmy T-Tack to throw, and a nice touch pass to Noah Fitzhugh, who makes the grab. He's in. We're tied at 7-all at the half. Early third quarter handed to senior running back Nick Holman. Look at the hole for Nick as he races for a big first down. And that leads to this Alex Tolsinel field goal that just clears the crossbar. And later in the third, pump fake Zahurski, then firing deep to a wide open Joey Sable. And Joey's going 65 yards, and Hillsdale extends their lead 17-7. Fourth quarter and give it to Holman, and he's coming right at us, just short of the touchdown, but a terrific run by Nick. And then Holman from the 1, he takes it in. It is 23-7 Knights with 6 minutes to play. Later in the fourth, it's Holman again with a short TD run, and Hillsdale's in control. The Mustangs do score late. A nice throw from Zahersky into the end zone for Elijah Casio, but not enough as Hillsdale wins it and stays undefeated at 4-0 on the season.
The Branham Blue Crew traveling to Lee for this rivalry game. All Branham in the first. Nice dig by Alexa Gaddis to Holly High to Mia Voss, who slams it home. Later in the first, Alex Bergantz with a diving dig to the setter Gaddis over to High and the senior rakes it off the block. Bruins win the first big. To the second, and again it's Bergantz with the up to Gaddis. One set to Seneca Lent, who crushes it off the block for the Bruins point. Later in the second, a sparkling save here by Branham's Mia Voss. High a nice job following the play. She gets it to Gaddis, who sends it back. But Lee's Ella Trolsas goes to Dala Tabibian to Renee Wash, and that's not coming back. A tight second, but a tricky play here by Gaddis as the Bruins take a 21-18 lead. Branham seals the second with defense as Voss and Lent put up the double block. Into the third, another tight one, but Branham prevails. High on to Voss, back set to Gaddis, who's more than just a setter. Lee keeping it close as Seneca Adzik just crushes this one hard line, but the Bruins will get the sweep. It's Gaddis to Lent one more time as Branham goes to 4-1 on the season with the league opening win this week. Each week, the Reicha Center presents the Players of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap produced by the hip hop department at the Reicha Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
These are the Players of the Week, yeah. Welcome to the storm as the sky is getting darker. Look farther into the ground full of bolts and mad charges. For starter running back will come attacking strong. Make you leave the field feeling like you don't belong. 32 runs to 19 yards long. All you gotta do is hand him some. Wait for all the damage done. Kyle Anderson, the man, the one to embarrass you. Even if you dare to move, this is just a scary truth. Yeah, this is what you gotta do. I just hope you're ready when you step onto this trail. Watch Rochelle Lobo Betty steady leading the Dragons while haters dragging defeat. Cause nobody will want to compete, guaranteed to accept defeat. 9 kills, 7 assists, I can assist some better advice. She can block you 5 times with the flick of her wrist so nice. You can try to realize that it's not even worth it. Against number 10, high five twice, start learning. Yeah, these are the Players of the Week.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our young people.
So each week they will present a driving tip to help our teens drive more safely. Here is this week's tip.
Hi, my name is Aurora Trejo. I'm from Leland High School with this week's South County Chrysler Safe Driving Tip. In many families, if teens get a car, they end up with the oldest model, most beat up one in the household. Or if they save up to buy a used car, it's 6 to 10 years old and the smaller model. While less expensive, this option might not be the safest choice for teens. The Institute for Highway Safety has compiled a list of best choices and good choices for a safe used car for teens. In general, heavier cars had better safety crash ratings than lighter ones, and no mini cars made the list. So do your homework and get a car with the best safety ratings and features that you can afford.
Coming up, the Block Construction Blockbuster game as Amador Valley hosts California.
And Presentation takes on Midian Field Hockey coming up.
The Reicha Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Reicha Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Stevens Creek Toyota is proud to support high school sports to help mold the leaders of tomorrow. Now we invite you to experience the future today with the car of the future, the all-new 2016 Mirai hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Be the first to drive the future today, or check out the amazing new 2016 Prius Leftback. Plus, experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. Drive the future right in the heart of Silicon Valley at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose.
For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970.
We're back at Levi's Stadium with our NCS Blockbuster game. The California Grizzlies are 2-0 to start the season with a balanced offense led by senior quarterback Ryan Wright leading the way. He is the right guy at the right time.
Absolutely. The Grizzlies taking on an Amador Valley team coming in at 2-1. It's an East Bay League showdown, and it's our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Our Chiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Tonight we have a big East Bay brawl as the California Grizzlies travel to Amador Valley to take on the Dons. The Grizzlies, coming off their first league win last week, leading their impressive offense is QB Ryan Wright, who's thrown 216 yards, completing 60% of his passes. As for Amador, they're currently at 2-1. The Dons offense shined last week against Doherty Valley. Handling the ball today will be junior Dominique Mazzotti, who is 7 for 10 on completions with a total of 129 yards passing. It's California at Amador Valley in our NCS Blockbuster game.
The Grizzlies get right to work. Quarterback Ryan Wright finds Julian Erie Barn wide open. He runs it to the 10-yard line. Next drive, Wright with the ball. He throws it on the run to Gary Wengelag, who makes the catch and brings it to 2nd and goal. And with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, Wright hands it off to Camden Jarvis, who easily runs it in for the first touchdown of the night. Amador on the attack. Quarterback Dominique Mazzotti gives it to Jason Severance. He pushes forward, but the ball is knocked loose. Recovering it is Connor Murphy. First down, Dons. Grizzlies get possession back. Wright hands it to his go-to guy Jarvis, and he dives into the end zone for a 14-0 lead in the second. California with the ball again. Wright scans the field. He throws it to Jacob Levers, who comes up with a nice run, bringing it to the 20-yard line. Grizzlies keep a great pace and pick up the ball at the 10-yard line. Wright sticks with what's working and gives it to Jarvis, who brings it home. Cal leads 21-0 as time winds down in the third quarter. Amador's Max Heverly receives a kickoff, cuts through defenders, and he takes off. Look at him go for an 85-yard gain. Amador comes alive in the third quarter. They're trying to get on the board. Mazzotti throws it to Heverly. He runs it down the line until he gets knocked out at the 20-yard line. Next drive, Mazzotti hands it to Severance. He finds a lane and hustles it in for the Dons' first touchdown of the night. But the Grizzlies don't back down. Here's Wright handing it off to Jarvis, who runs it in for his 4th touchdown of the night. California wins it 27-7, bringing them to a 2-0 league record. Quarterback Wright tells us what went right tonight.
Pound the ball hard. We really had to be disciplined on the line and with our throws. We're just preparing every week. We're having a shaky start, but I feel like if we cut down on these penalties, we're going to be a really good team.
In Pleasanton with our NCS Blockbuster game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Midi Monarchs traveling just down the road to face Presentation Thursday afternoon. Midi wasted no time getting started. Danielle Yao with the long shot. It's in, and the Monarchs take a 1-0 lead. Visitors looking for more of the ball just to the right of the cage, but it's the Panthers defense stepping up, escaping the jam. Midi dominating on offense to start this one. This time it's Macy McHale firing on net. That's the goal, and the Monarchs jump out to a 2-0 lead. Panthers now at their end of the field, heading towards the goal, but look out for goalie Danielle DeBono. She leaves the net and kicks the ball out of harm's way. Still first half, Monarchs looking for more insurance. Mariah Dewey on the assist to Gabby Valdez. It's in, Midi up 3. Panthers not giving up, though, trying to cut into the deficit. The first shot is no good. Presentation with another opportunity, but it's DeBono again. Second half, Midi looking to add on, but the shot goes just wide of the net. And the Monarchs with another opportunity late in this one. The ball is centered in front of the net, but the Panthers keeper Nicole Street gets a foot on it. But Midi gets the victory with the final of 3-0 to remain undefeated on the season, 5-0 and 2-0 in league play.
Serena Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award every week.
Here's the 49ers' Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce the 3rd Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week for the 2017 season. This week's award goes to Gilroy High School head coach Juvenal Rodriguez. Coach Rodriguez's team is now 3-0 on the season after the Mustangs beat Live Oak 47-28 in an exciting game last Friday. A balanced offense and a stingy defense would allow the Mustangs to enjoy a 28-0 run in the second half. Coach Rodriguez will be invited to watch a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. He will also be recognized on the field prior to our final home game of the season on December 24th. Congratulations to head coach Juvenal Rodriguez, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
The 49ers want to remind you this year's high school games at Levi's Stadium will be Saturday, September 23rd, with Wilcox meeting Los Altos at 3:30 and St. Mary's of Stockton taking on Mater Dei in the nightcap. Go out to Levi's Stadium for some great high school football.
Absolutely, it'll be fun. Coming up, 2 undefeated teams going at it as Gunn meets Andrew Hill.
But first, here's this week's Silver Creek Sportsplex Tip of the Week.
Hi, I'm Stephen Nichols, and today we're going to be talking about throwing mechanics. First, you want to create a 90-degree angle from your elbow to your armpit. You want to make sure your elbow is directly going above your shoulder to have a high release. Next, you want to make sure you have a triple extension going upward and outward toward your target, keeping your shoulder perpendicular to your target to create a good torque.
Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, basketball, and badminton. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for summer camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year annually, going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, my name's Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
We're from De La Salle High School, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studios, and how about those Andrew Hill Falcons? Last season we featured the team every week and they lost every game. But this season Mike Holt and the boys have turned it around with 2 wins to start the season and looking for their 3rd win in a row.
It's awesome, and the Falcons with their toughest test so far, facing a Gun Titans team led by outstanding senior quarterback Fred Alexander. The Titans and Falcons Friday night.
The Andrew Hill Honor Guard taking the field just before the start of the national anthem. First quarter start of the game. The Falcons' James Bankston with a handoff to Eli Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes around the outside, up the sideline for the touchdown. PAT no good, 6-0 Andrew Hill. But back comes Gunn. Frederick Hudson Alexander passing to Lee Master Howard for the touchdown. We're tied at 6. Still in the first, Hill back on offense. Bankston this time deep to LaRod Chapman, who takes it to the house. Extra point good, 13-6 Falcons. Both teams going back and forth. Titans now on offense. Alexander throws to a wide open Howard for his 2nd TD of the night. Second quarter, 58 seconds left in the half. Gunn threatening again. Alexander to DJ Barnes, 18-12 Gunn at the half. Midway through the 3rd now. Check out Bankston. Going to keep this one for himself right up the middle and in for 6 as Hill takes the lead, 19-18. Gunn looking to retake the lead on the drive, but watch out for the quarterback. Bankston now on defense with the interception to end the Gunn drive. Big play there. 4th quarter, Andrew Hill still going hard on offense. Elijah Byers takes the handoff. He's going to run for a while down the sideline before finally being pushed out at the 32. And a few 2 plays later. Bankston doing it all for the Falcons. In this game, he keeps the ball for himself and goes right up the middle for the touchdown. Andrew Hill goes on to win it. 41-18, Bankston with 127 yards passing, and the Falcons are now, guess what, 3-0 on the season.
The Leland Chargers serve as the home team as they face Santa Teresa in the brand new Saints pool. The Chargers off to a quick 2-0 start. The Saints' Logan Malign lost his cap, but no worries. He floats in the corner 2-1 Leland. Only seconds left in the first period. Landon Keller, trying to break away, slips it into the top net. 3-1 Chargers at the end of the first. At the 4-minute mark in the second, the Saints trying to stop a Leland run, and goalie Connor Bisbee helps out with that. He denies the shot and gets the rebound. But less than a minute later, Jake Murtha goes under the water, pops up, and immediately fires at the Saints net. What an awesome shot, 7-1 Chargers. Taking it to the third, Ignacio Manigua finds Tristan Heacock, and he cashes it in, 10-2. Fourth period now. Check out this amazing goal. The Chargers goalie Jason Gates lobs it across the pool, and it's in there. Gates with the goal. Great day for him defending the net. 10 saves, and Keller also a big day. 4 goals for Keller.
Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Aubrey Tolliver joins us now with the story of a South Bay football player finding his home.
Robert, oftentimes playing sports growing up is just a given. Some kids play on their first sports team when they're as young as 5 years old. Well, that wasn't the case for a Fremont High School football player. In fact, there was something keeping him from the field.
Meet Rodney Chand, senior captain.
Another day in the life.
Fremont High School football.
Fremont High School.
Rodney is really hardworking. He's very confident.
Hey, strong right, strong right.
It's pretty remarkable just how much football he's picked up, how much football understanding he's picked up in such a short period of time.
Rodney played his first football game his sophomore year. That's right, first game ever. And by the time he finished his junior season, he racked up over 800 yards with 62 receptions and 8 touchdowns.
He had a reputation at school. A lot of people just saw him as, you know, Sharky, Rodney Chand. Everybody knew him, popular guy. I saw the scars and stuff.
Yeah, I grew up in probably unstable house, and it was just, mom was on the drugs. A lot of people I didn't know in and out of the house, like probably related to that stuff. And I was never really able to be home. They didn't let me. They just like gave me money, told me to kick rocks and come home till sleep.
With his mom struggling with drugs, Rodney was given $20 a day to feed himself and just stay away. But he never really understood why that was.
And I just like thought I was a spoiled kid. 20 bucks a day as a little kid, like, felt good. But once I was in 5th grade and like, I just saw it this time and I understood what it was. The only thing I asked for was to play football. They would never let me.
One day, he decided to ask to play one last time, and to plead his case, he brought backup, a local Pop Warner football coach.
And they didn't get too happy about that. Once he left, it turned into like an argument, an altercation that led to my stepdad beating me and hitting me.
Fremont 3, 1, 2, 3. That same night, Rodney's life would take a turn for the better. His stepdad went to prison, and Rodney found himself in the same place he now calls home.
I ran away from home and went to my friend's house. From there on, I finally knew what it was like to have a family. And they let me pursue what I wanted to do, and that's when sophomore year I played football for Fremont and JV.
Anytime you go through adversity and you're able to overcome it, it allows you to believe that you can do things. He's a kid who understands that you can't quit and you can't give up.
Are you just shadowing?
Less than 3 years into his football career, Rodney's understanding how his past has molded him into the football player and person he is today.
I think it made me tougher, and it made me realize what it's like to hustle, and work for what I want at a young age, and it contributes into this because if I want to be a starter, I got to work for it. If I want to be the best player in the league, you got to work for it. Like, nothing's going to be given to you. And, like, I think for them, like, putting me in that situation and doing all that they did to me, like, it affected me, but it made me strong, you know?
Rodney went from not believing college was an option to now getting the chance to choose between colleges. So it just shows the impact sports have off the field as well.
Yeah, it's outstanding, and so many people helping him out. Really nice.
Yes.
All right, very good. Thanks, Aubrey. One Hit Away brings us concussion prevention tips every week.
Here's Darren Cedibacco with this week's tip.
3.8 million. That is the number of concussions that are reported per year in the United States from sports and recreational activities. There's another estimated of 50% that go unreported from that. Over 50% of high school athletes have sustained a concussion prior to high school, and over 35% of collegiate athletes have a history of multiple concussions. Research shows that the top sports in high school for incurring a concussion are, with men, football, lacrosse, and wrestling. Women, lacrosse, soccer, and basketball. Did you know that 90% of concussions show no loss of consciousness? If you do not feel right, let your supporting cast know. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week as San Leandro hosts Freedom.
And back to the pool as the girls from Drake battle Acalanes next.
It's unbelievable. At South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we are the #1 Hellcat dealer in the nation. We've got the largest selection for speed anywhere. Dodge Challenger or Charger Hellcats for only $589 per month. That's not all. We're California's destination for great deals all the time. We've got Jeep Renegades for $10,888 and Fiats for $8,999. Plus the largest selection of Wranglers anywhere. The summer clearance event is going on now, so drive a little and save a lot.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. You vote online, and the game with the most votes gets to be Game of the Week, and that means a reporter on scene, team interviews, and Game of the Week t-shirts.
Yeah, and this week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week features two of the best teams in the NCS, San Leandro battling through a brutal preseason schedule, and it doesn't get any easier as the Pirates host a 3-0 Freedom team Friday night, and Robert was there.
Here come the San Leandro Pirates, ready to go as they host Freedom. Freedom on the board first in the first, handed to Giles Jackson, and that's always a good idea. Giles cuts against the grain, then turns on the Jets. 86 yards for action. Jackson, and Freedom is up 7-0. San Leandro right back at him with their own Jackson. This is Jermaine Jackson, and the Pirates are on the board. But back comes Freedom as Joey Aguilar fires on the slant to Bailey Costin, who makes the catch, and Bailey is gone. 56 yards on this one, and Freedom is back on top, 13-6. Right back comes San Leandro, and again it's Jermaine Jackson barreling his way in, and we're tied at 13-all. More Pirates in a terrific play as Cameron Staley tosses out to Alvante Thornton, who weaves his way through traffic. Then Alvante races 89 yards into the end zone, 20-13. San Leandro Pirates in the lead. Then just before the half, Jermaine Jackson with another touchdown run, and the Pirates have a 28-13 lead at the half. But the second half was all Freedom Falcons. Aguilar back to pass. He looks right, throws left, and hits Costin in the end zone. Bailey Costin, one of the very best wideouts in the Bay. Aguilar this time tossing it to Giles Jackson. Always a good idea. Jackson slithering his way through the defense, and the Falcons are down just 3. Fourth quarter action now. Aguilar with a perfect touch pass, lofting it to Costin, who catches everything. He gets this one to give the Falcons a lead. The Falcons getting 21 unanswered points in the second half. The final score coming here as Jackson adds a third touchdown to his stat sheet, and Freedom comes back with a huge second half to win it and remain undefeated at 4-0. And here they are off a thrilling victory tonight, the Freedom Falcons. Congratulations, guys. Right here with me, Giles Jackson. Giles over 200 yards, total yards in the game today, so he is the MVP of the game. Congratulations, Giles. Talk about this team. It's been a crazy year so far, and this was a wild game.
Well, we started off a little slow. We picked it up at half, and I give all my credit to my line.
All right, very good. You did a great job tonight. Tyler Dixon here, number 3. Tyler, what did Coach talk about there at halftime? You guys were down by 11 at the half, came out 21-0 in the second half.
And we just had to come out and with more energy because we weren't ready, but we came out and did our job. We got the W. All
right, Bailey Costin, a win like this, what does this do for you guys the rest of the way?
It uplifts us. We just came into the game slow. Now we got our energy back. Our team feeling good. We played as a unit, as best like we used to, and now we're back on feet.
Yep, you guys did a great job. Mikhail Ely here, another junior on this team. It's a pretty young team. What do you guys think that you can accomplish now as the season goes on?
I mean, I'd like to think we would go as far as possible, like win state or anything, but just take it wherever it goes. We're gonna run with it.
And you guys don't have a lot of players on the team this year. A couple of guys banged up tonight. What does that mean? Just a real deep, talented team.
Yeah, we just when guys go down and get injured, we gotta have other guys step up and make plays. They gotta be ready.
All right, very well said. Freedom Falcons, big win tonight. Guys, take us out. I love you. It's Drake and Acalanes in a rematch of last year's NCS title game. First quarter, Lexi Roll over to Jewel Romer, who fires this one in for the first goal of the game. Second quarter, now the Pirates trailing, but from far out, it's Greta Stout for the goal. Don still lead at 7-3. Counting down the last few seconds of the half, Claire Roll finds a wide open Kylie Walker, who lofts it over the goalie to give the Dons an 8-3 lead at the half. Next possession, Jewel Romer on the breakaway. She'll punch this one in with her fist for her 6th goal in the half. Into the start of the third quarter now, Lexi Roll here with a rocket of an arm to give the Dons a commanding 11-3 lead. A few plays later, Acalanes taking possession again. Roll lofts it to Alex Fellner, who spins and fires this one to the back of the net to extend the lead to 9. Counting down the final minutes now in the third, and the Dons take control with Fellner into Romer from 30 feet out. She scores. Romer with a total of 10 goals on the day as the Dons dominate this one. Acalanes really good again this year, 17-4 the final. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Haley Nelson of Newark Memorial High School. When Haley is not playing volleyball, she is involved in the Student Athlete Advisory Council and helps run the Special Olympics held at her school. Haley is in charge of coaching the special needs basketball team and assisting the other sports. Haley talks about why she loves volunteering her time to coach special needs athletes.
I really like to volunteer my time because, I see my students around here on campus. I know all their names. They always come up to me with a big smile on their face. It really gives me a lot of joy to see them out here playing the sports that I play myself. So I think that really just is what drives me to do that.
Coming up, it's Menlo Atherton and Los Gatos.
And Mission Valley League Volleyball with Moreau Catholic and Irvington. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report. After 2 close losses to open the season, the MA Bears were impressive last week in picking up their first win of the season. But the Bears' very tough preseason schedule continues this week as they travel to Los Gatos.
Yeah, the Wildcats also battling through a tough preseason schedule with another very good team in their way. It's Menlo Atherton at Los Gatos Friday night.
Menlo Atherton and Los Gatos meeting on the 50 just before the start of the big game on a beautiful Friday night. Both teams wasting no time. We start with the Bears. Quarterback Miles Conrad with a pitch to DeMarshawn Payton. Payton weaves in and out of defenders before breaking down the sideline and barreling in. MA up 7. But back comes LG. Robert Nelson drops back and passes to Kyle Smith. Smith takes it to the house, tying it up at 7-all. MA now up 14-7 and looking to add on. Miles Conrad sees a wide open Spencer Corona. Corona makes the grab and is in for 6. Bears up 21-7 in the first. Midway through the second, 21-14, LG on offense, but the ball gets popped out. Darius Gibson picks up the loose ball and dashes down the sideline. Gibson turns on the Jets and takes it 98 yards to the house. Impressive fumble return, MA up by 2 TDs. Menlo Atherton not slowing down. Peyton takes the handoff, finds the gap, and no one can stop Peyton. A 41-yard TD to go up 35-21 at the half. Third quarter, Los Gatos trying to make a comeback. Nelson with a 24-yard pass to Tyler Davis to pull within 2 TDs, but in the end, just too much Menlo Atherton. Conrad with his 4th touchdown pass of the night to Franklin, and the Bears get the victory with a final of 56-41. Menlo Atherton now 2-2 overall on the season.
The Monroe Catholic Mariners traveling down Mission Boulevard as they take on Irvington in league play. Set 1 and the Vikings looking to get ahead, but check out Sarah Glaze, who gets the dig and the point. That was nice. Irvington answers back. Elise Lee to Kimberly Sanchez to Natasha Tarani for the kill. But Monroe takes the first set. Haley Legaspi with the pass, Katrina King with the set, and Sydney Mendoza-Beck with the spike as the Mariners win at 25-12. Irvington fights back in set 2. Neha Krishna bumps to Sanchez, who connects with Samantha Chow, and she fires it through. The Mariners regain the momentum here. Kendall Smith to King to Hannah Gamez, and she blasts one to the hardwood. Monroe wrapping up the second set with ease as Smith bumps to King, who sets up Gamez for the monster kill as the Mariners win it 25-15. The Vikings looking to start the comeback in set 3, but Rita Davey is there for the big-time block. The Vikings not letting up without a fight. Samantha Ha over to Sanchez, who sets up Rachel Walkup for the finish. But the Monroe Catholic Mariners were on their game all night long. Legaspi to Kina Brescia to Jemima Owabede, who puts it away, and the Mariners win this one in 3 sets. Big games from Mendoza-Beck, Owabede, and Gamez.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrates players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is Leland sophomore quarterback Carson Yates. Carson just a sophomore, so he doesn't know a quarterback is supposed to run out of bounds. Instead, he runs right through the defender for extra yards. Carson Yates doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy entire games from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
Coming up, our second blockbuster game as Sacred Heart Prep travels to Oakland to battle McClymans.
And presentation meets Los Altos on the hardwood as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
The Rikus Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
Bank on it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bank on it! At South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, we are the #1 volume dealer in all of Northern California, #1 Ram Center in the whole Bay Area, #1 Business Link dealer in all of California, #1 Jeep dealer in Northern California, #1 ProMaster and ProMaster City dealer in the entire state. Wow! Check out our summer clearance event and get the Ram Pro City, starting at $15,999. Ram ProMaster Cargo Van, $10,000 off the MSRP. Ram 1500 trucks starting at $20,888. Get your truck business on at South County Ram Truck Center.
After 2 close losses.
Blockbuster game is an interesting NCS versus CCS game. The Gators from Sacred Heart Prep have a new coach this season with former Arena League quarterback Mark Grebe taking over.
Yeah, the Gators meeting a powerful McClymans team, 3-0 on the season and looking to stay undefeated in the blockbuster game. And our Aubrey Tolliver was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It's a strange Week 4 CCS-NCS matchup between Sacred Heart Prep and McClymonds, but what's even stranger is the connection between these two schools, and that connection is Oak Grove. Okay, stay with me. McClymonds running back Jamar Julian transferred from Oak Grove last season, but his dad, Julian Sr., graduated from there. He was a top running back. Now, SHP's new head coach, Mark Grebe, also an Oak Grove graduate. Did you get that? Well, I guess all you really need to know, it's Sacred Heart Prep McClymonds for this week's NCS Blockbuster game. Team captains meet at midfield for the coin toss. McClymonds wins it, but defers. That wouldn't matter. You'll see what I mean later on. Dragons quarterback Brad Yaffe with the handoff to Tavita Moy. That's a nice gain, but leads to a Warriors stop. Following drive, McClymonds Jamar Julian does the same thing for his team, and he just refuses to go down. Takes 3 Gators to do so, and that run leads to a Warriors TD 6-0 Mac. Next possession, it's Julian again. He powers through the defense, setting up his team for this 1st and goal, and Julian breaks the plane. 2-point conversion, no good. Mac leads 12-0. Less than a minute left in the first. Yaffe fakes the handoff and goes long. That pass is complete to Brian Tinsley, just yard shy of the end zone. That leads to a QB sneak TD, 12-7. Still in the second. 4 minutes in, John Willard catches a short pass and goes for a little run, crashing through the D. A few snaps later, underneath that pile there is Yaffe in the end zone with the ball. Gators take the lead 14-12. Just 20 seconds later, it's Emaria Fountain to Davion Sanders with the 2-point conversion. Mac on top, 2014. Coming right out of the half, Sacred Heart with the kickoff. Tinsley, a perfect onside kick, and it works. John Deniston falls on it. Ball goes to the Gators. But after that, it was all Warriors. Halfway through the quarter, Julian fights for every yard. Mac goes on to score 26-17. Next quarter, Fountain shaking off a defender with a stiff arm, throws and connects with Damar Johnson. Don't know how he got free from that one. 42-17 was the score and the final in Oakland. Fountain, after the game, talks about how the defending champs plan to repeat.
Just work harder each week in practice, try to get better, and try to develop my plays faster than what I'm doing now. I feel like we got a good team chemistry. Everybody play together, and we just play like brothers and keep each other together.
In Oakland for our blockbuster game, I'm Aubrey Tolliver, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We head to the court as the Presentation Panthers host the Los Altos Eagles. The Eagles gain a quick lead as Caitlin Wong gets the dig to Lauren Wang, who sets up Hanadi Nassif in the corner, and she lands this one. But that doesn't faze the Panthers. Peyton O'Hara bumps it to Mia Habib. Next, it's Jenna Sandal with the big-time kill. Prez wins the first 25-15. Second set, Jenna Sandal is just getting started for Prez. She passes to Serrano Zanotto, who gets it back, hits it hard, and that one is in. Point Panthers. The Eagles offense tries to fight back, but check out the hops on Sophia Strauss as she comes up with a big block. Prez takes the second set 25-15. And the Panthers keep it going. Here's Sandal to Taylor Yamada to Endadi Valenzuela. She does a great job adjusting to the set and comes in with the left hand. Los Altos grinds their way back into the set. Here's Captain Nicole Baxley to Jackie Wang, who flies in and crushes it for the point. Eagles down by 1. Match point here for Prez. Los Altos attacks, but Sandal ends this game with a huge block, and the Panthers win it in 3. Leading the way is Sandal, who totaled 10 kills, 5 aces, and 3 blocks in an impressive game.
The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's Harker School Scholar athlete is Ashley Dreyer from the Menlo School.
Ashley is a top player on the Menlo volleyball team. The senior captain is one of the best volleyball players in the Bay Area and highly recruited throughout the nation. And Ashley also has a top GPA. The Scholar Athlete Award every week is brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates their girls tennis team, finishing second in D3 at the California Tennis Classic in Fresno, beating some very top teams. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's Robert in the office with this week's Adobe tip.
In the new text tool, there are 2 ways to adjust your graphics. In the Essential Graphics box, the layers for your graphic all appear there to manipulate in a variety of ways. Highlight the layer you want to change and you can adjust the size, color, font, style, and more. In the Effect Controls panel, you can see these layers in more detail with all of their motion and anchor point settings. You can also use this panel to adjust these settings. It's a new way to use Adobe products to make your team video or highlight reel better than all the rest. Coming up, the Mission Bears battle San Mateo.
And we go back to the hardwood for Amador Valley and Monte Vista when we come back.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Stevens Creek Toyota. It's where the deals are. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
Back at Levi Stadium and a look at the San Mateo Bearcats, who are 3-0 to start the season, with senior quarterback Jose Ontiveros leading the way.
San Mateo traveling to Kezar Stadium to meet the Mission Bears. Mission always a favorite to be in the Thanksgiving Day City League title game. The Bears and Bearcats Friday night.
The Mission Bears getting themselves fired up on a chilly Friday night. First quarter into Bears were rolling early. Willis Chase with the keeper, and he turns on the jet, sprinting past defenders before he's taken down for a big gain there. Mission capitalizing a few plays later. Chase connecting with Chico Wells, who makes a nice grab on this one for the Mission Bears touchdown, and it's 6-0 Mission Bears after one. Here come the Bearcats in the second quarter. Give it to William Bradford, and Bradford plunges for the first down. San Mateo would score a few plays later to take a 7-6 lead. The Bears looking to make some noise before the half, but San Mateo gets the stop as Guy Paynes comes up with the interception to keep the Bearcats lead at the intermission. 2 second half action now, and Jose Ontiveros throws a bomb for Kevin Grant to make the catch in traffic, and Grant is gone 73 yards to the house, and it's 13-7 San Mateo Bearcats. Mission looking to answer, but the snap is fumbled and kicked around for a while before George Kutai recovers the ball for San Mateo. The Bearcats would get a field goal to take advantage of the mistake and extend their lead to 10. The Bears still looking to respond, but it's Paynes again for his second pick of the night as San Mateo takes the 16-6 victory for their 500th win in school history. Ontiveros leading the charge for the victorious Bearcats. The Los Altos field hockey team is having a great year so far.
The Eagles meeting up with 99.7 Now Strawberry to talk about it at the Rica Center this week.
It's their first time on TV. Let me introduce you to the Los Altos High School field hockey team. And Corinna, I like how this season has started because already you guys redeemed yourself from 2 of the losses last year. You already beat 2 of those schools.
Yeah.
One of which was an insane overtime game against my alma mater. Tell me about that St. Francis overtime.
Well, I think this game we really were more determined than in any of our other games. We knew St. Francis had a reputation going into it, and because of that, we really just thought, okay, we need to play the girl, not the team. Just focus on here and now, get this play done, then move on to the next.
And the overtime win was the first time you guys, Los Altos, has beat St. Francis?
Yeah, first time. And
feels good?
Yeah, it does.
So let's talk to the girl who scored the winning goal. Lisa, Coach Donahue was telling me that in the last couple of years, Los Altos has been very successful as a defensive team. Kind of flipped this year, and you're seeing the success as an offensive team. You for one of them. What can you tell us?
Well, this year we've got a lot of speed on our team, and we're coming back from a lot of injuries, and all the girls are working really hard to get back in shape and to just work together as a team to learn new skills and kind of improve as a team and as a full offense.
So let's go from offense back to defense. The keeper, Sophia, the buck stops with you, right?
Yep, definitely.
What are the Los Altos Eagles' goals for this season?
We definitely want to make it to CCS. We have for the past 4 years I've been here, but this year it definitely seems like more of a reality. So we're all looking forward to it.
And you beat St. Francis for the first time ever. Any other schools that you really have on that hit list?
Los Gatos. I think that's everyone's hit list, but we're really gunning for it this year. So
awesome. Eagles, good luck. My name is Strawberry from 99.7 Now. Every night, these are the Los Altos High School field hockey girls. Give it up. Huddle up real quick.
Meet the Monte Vista Mustangs as they take on league rival Amador Valley. The Dons up early. Elena Webster to Helen Zhao over to Sarah Reibel, who rises up and slams it down. But Monte Vista comes back. Nikki Kavat to Izzy Strand to Amanda Thornton, who takes the tough angle for the kill. Late in the first now as Maddie Daly punches it over to Strand, who bump sets perfectly to Jordan Polo, who rips it just outside the block, and Monte Vista takes the first. Second set, look closely at the hand speed of the Dons as this one pinballs from Zhao to Webster to Abby Swindell, and that's a winner right there as the Dons take the second. Now in the third, Monte Vista puts up a wall as Polo and Daly team up for the block. Later in the third, Hannah Choi digs it to Hannah Okuhara to Kavat, who slices it hard line for the kill. Monte Vista attacking late in the third as Okuhara with a deep back set to the lefty Polo, but Reeves with a kick save. The ball comes back to Polo, but she says not this time as Polo puts away the overpass. A tight fourth set, Amador Valley with a double block as Caitlin McFall and Rachel Malmrose are doing the job. But the Mustangs prevail as Jenna Serpan gets two hands on the block here as Monte Vista goes to 5-0 on the season with a league opening win in the East Bay League.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to Sarah Glaze from Moreau Catholic. She gets the dig and manages to get the point. One more time, check it out. Sarah Glaze and the Mariners very happy in this week's Be Happy Play.
Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play. Last week it was this play. Well, the play in the spot, but maybe not this week. We don't know.
Probably not. But first, here's this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey there, my name is Coach Lex from the Rikus Center, and today's training tip is the lateral lunge. Great for lower body strength, glute activation, and knee stability. You're going to have your athlete go ahead and start from standing. You're going to step out to the side wider than your shoulder, sit back onto your hip. We're looking for alignment between your knee and your heel. Go ahead, step back together. Step out again. We're pushing, activating from our heel, chest up. Go ahead, step together. You can do this for 8 to 10 reps and then repeat on the other side. To progress this exercise, you can either do a hang or a goblet with a med ball or a weight.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Of the week.
We start with a jewel in the pool. It's Jewel Roner for Acalanes with a terrific goal there. Here's Giles Jackson from Freedom, and Giles is going to run for a while. Look at the high step here. Fakes out the defender, goes to the sideline, and he is gone. Giles Jackson, a big reason why Freedom is doing so well this year. Here's Grant Montgomery for Newark Memorial with a one-handed grab. Terrific play. Here's Chico Wells for the Mission Bears with an over-the-shoulder catch. Chico is the man. Eli Gonzalez with a touchdown run here for Andrew Hill, the feel-good story of the year. The Falcons 3-0 on the season after not winning a single game last year. We're big fans of the Falcons. College Park's Charlie Bright with an interception. Look at him go over the defender and make the catch. That was great. Here now Julian Marin for Carlmont. The Scots running back, breaking tackle, spinning free, busting loose and in for the touchdown. But that's not Play of the Week because Jason Gates from Leland, the goalie on the water polo team with a full pool shot, and it goes in. The goalie gets a goal. I love the reaction from his teammates. Jason Gates with this week's Play of the Week. That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Be sure to join us next week for the story of the Santa Teresa football star overcoming a rare nerve disorder. We'll see you then.